Vince don't believe me for some reason. Believe it or not, Vince. Oh man, you had one. That's yours.
Yeah, you gave it to me yesterday.
I'm not gonna take it back.
Okay.
I got a good spiel.
Because you have another one. Are we trying to take that one away?
No, that one's yours. This one is I'm using it in my sales pitch with Vince in his office.
Okay.
And I got ready to drop the big sales line to him, but I said, I'll be right back. Okay. And then somebody important called him. So I said, I better not tell him about this, when someone's getting ready to order a wrestling ring for $4 grand. So he might throw me out of the office. Okay. But anyway, I got to go back. He said he'll wait to hear my sales pitch.
Okay.
Okay. Well, but it went from my water to me and Bullet's got an ideal, Vince.
Okay. I co-signed on this.
Yeah, you co-signed. Okay?
I'm Gene Lig and you're Nikita.
Oh, I love that. I want to trade. Okay.
I want to trade.
Okay, we ready? We got a lot to talk about.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Dad Who Don't Work, You Wrestle. You get the claps. You know what time it is. George, how was the weekend?
Bullet, unbelievable. I got to say that again. Unbelievable. My weekend was so tiring and stressful, but till I took a drink of this H2O. I think that's what it was. Ain't that what the explanation for?
Yes, water.
Okay, very good. H2O, Bullet. This is, let me tell you something. All that one idiot had to do was keep his mouth shut. Okay? I'm talking about the one from last week that made the smart comment about the water. Okay? The George South water. Okay? Bullet, do you realize if he would have kept his mouth shut, I would have just lost money like I normally do. Okay? And just, this would have wore off.
Those would have sat on your gimmick table next to the Attitude Era juice boxes that were sitting at your gimmick table. And
the Chris Jericho iPod. People say iPhone? No, iPod. I think that's what them little things was called.
The little nano shuffles.
Yes, exactly. With those, and they would have just went off into gimmick land obscurity. Yep. Okay? Like Nick at Night. And they would have popped up on some commercial, on some old VHS tape that we were watching wrestling on from like the 80s.
It would have been like disappeared like episodes of the show Small Wonder.
Yes.
It would just disappeared forever into the ether.
Yes. Very good. But the flip side of that is the idiot had to make a smart A comment. Okay? Bullet, let me tell you something. Sometimes you just gotta lay an old what's the old saying? You got to let an old flea-bitten dog lie. Okay? Yeah. Not that I'm old flea-bitten.
Maybe not quite as wordy, but yes, I believe that's
exactly.
how it goes.
So sometimes you just sit and kick at an old flea-bitten dog that just crawled up on your front porch and went to sleep in the sunshine.
Yep.
You feel very comfortable. Okay? But, so, long story short, Bullet, this is the hottest thing in the world. Okay? I have not, Bullet, this all ties in with how good my week was. Okay? Bullet, I have not heard back from my special ladies people, the one that I put the fillers out, the one from Flashdance. I do want to appreciate our fans, man. We had 3 people I know watch our show because all 3 of them sent me the lady's name. Her name was Jennifer Dunn, whatever. I got it right. Yes, Jennifer Bills. Bills and Dunn, same thing. From Flashdance, okay, I have not heard back from her people, but I do have a backup plan, Bullet, if she doesn't get in touch with me, okay? My backup plan is, Bullet, listen to this. This is genius right here. This is even genius more than having her sit and maybe pour some of this on her head. Bullet, I'm going to get into the prison systems. Listen to me, Bullet. Listen.
Choose your next words carefully.
No, this is going to be very good, Bullet. Okay. This is going to be very good. Listen, because
I don't remember what episode it was in Oz where they got somebody wet, but I don't think.
But Bullet, listen to this. This is my backup plan. If this lady don't call me back from Flashdance. Bullet, remember when we were kids, they kept me out of jail because I remember my brother told me, if you don't straighten up, you're going to go to jail, and all they're going to feed you is bread and water. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know
that's not necessarily why I want to stay out of prison. There is another aquatic activity that I would not like to do in prison.
That actually, just that bread and water thing scared me to death. It sure did. Okay? And
you had to go another step further for me. Okay?
So listen. And I'm not sure with the judicial systems and the
private prisons.
Yeah, the private prisons. I think they get tea and coffee and all that now. But I got some people checking into that. I got some inside people checking on if they still get bread and water. Okay, if they do, unbelievable. That's all I'm saying. Boy,
just thinking, it's been a while since we've been in the prison system.
Yes, it has. Remember the prisons we went to in Lincoln, and they got like all modern. They took the barbed wire down, took the guns away. I mean, it's still a prison, but it ain't like a prison.
It's been a while.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, great week I had. Bolt, listen to me. AML this past weekend, Winston-Salem was actually the first debut the modeling show of Dad, You Don't Work Your Water. Of course, I heard all the stupid jokes. One smart aleck even said, "Oh, what is it? The sweat from your headband?" Bullet, I didn't punch him. Folks, listen to me. I think everybody thinks me, and they know how cheap I am, and they know how, like, very scam artist I am. They think that I'm up to something. I'm not up to nothing, Bullet. This is straight drinking water product, okay? Seriously. So, folks, I'm okay with the jealousy and all them haters coming at me. You know what I'm saying? Bullet, listen to me. I have sold, and I'm proud.
If you're choking on that haterade,
yes.
make sure you get a bottle of George South water.
Oh, I love that. That's my new tagline. Oh, yeah. Put that haterade down, folks, and drink some of this, and you'll feel a lot of love. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, Bullet, first case is gone. I want to successfully announce that, not in a prideful way, not pat myself on the back like Barry Horror, just to show, folks, listen to me, that America can get out there, and when someone thinks you can't, this old flea-bitten dog is getting up. That's all I'm saying. Bullet, okay? So, first case, George South Water, it's gone. Okay? Still got 2 more cases I'm going to get rid of. That may happen here in just a little bit when I finish meeting with Vince. And you know how stupid wrestlers are. They didn't care about the bottle, but they're looking for the information. Okay? I even had one lawyer say, I had one stupid wrestler say, my uncle's running for sheriff. Down in such and such, and he'd like to give these out. I said, but get away from me, please. I'm trying to get these into the prison systems. A sheriff speaking for them will not help me in that pursuit. Do you know that? And what takes brother thinking? But anyway, great.
Yeah, why do you want a bottle of water with the face of the guy who arrested you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want that.
Exactly. Oh, so we throw them at him? The sheriff? Please. So, anyway, Bullet, it is just an unlimited market for George South Water. I am in hot pursuit, Bullet, and it's doing very, very well.
100 bottles.
100 bottles. I had one guy, he purchased 6 of them. I still don't want to get into the headache of actually giving people what they want, because people are asking for them to be cold. I ain't even going to mess into that, because we'll have to raise the price.
Yeah,
exactly. Folks, I don't want to actually do work. Okay? Well, I don't actually have to do something.
Trying to keep the prices low for you.
Yes.
Part of the reason why the Motel 6 that I just booked online is $54 is because they don't have Wi-Fi in the room. They got free Wi-Fi in the lobby, but not in the room. That's why it's $54.
I love that, Bullet. I love that. So, great time. One gentleman purchased 6 bottles. Bullet, I already had his money in my pocket before he even changed his mind. Anyway, it is doing good, Bullet, and so thank you for last week. Great show last week, Bullet. A lot of people, they're very interested in this. Once the curiosity runs away and they actually trust me, Bullet, okay, they pursue to get it. So anyway, a lot going on, Bullet. I know this week, of course, me and you, I know you got a lot going on as soon as we leave here. Dad, You Don't Work Your Studios.
What did I do?
Real quick, Northeast record remains intact.
This remains intact. I am 0-53. I had one heck of a good match against Brian Anthony. I came very close to winning and stuff like that. And of course, Caleb Conley, our Stan Lane, wrestled Rey Mysterio.
Oh, brother.
The show's already available on the High Spots Wrestling Network, highspotswrestlingnetwork.com. So make sure you check that out. It's a very, very good event by Northeast Wrestling. Very happy with it. One of those things. Just do the show.
Yes.
Turn around, come back. You know,
Yes.
I didn't feel like I had to really do anything the rest of the weekend because I already had my show on Friday, so I could just kind of kick back. Which I need to kick back because tonight I kick off here. I got a show at the Comedy Zone tonight. Then I will be at Rockstar Pro on Wednesday. Then I have a comedy show in Cincinnati Thursday night. Wrestling Revolver in Dayton at the Rockstar Pro Arena. Then I will be with you at Big Time Wrestling.
Yes.
I was supposed to be at the Comedy Zone on Sunday, but luckily they are closed now for renovation. So I just found out today. So I will actually have a day off before I jump back into everything again. And I have where I'm hosting a comedy show, the All Organic Open Mic, August 10th. And then I will be hosting all through the weekend of the Comedy Zone next weekend, the 11th, 12th, and 13th.
So we will Saturday, Big Time Wrestling,
I will
Salem,
be there.
Virginia.
I will be driving 6 hours from Dayton, Ohio to Salem, Virginia to be there to set up the ring to
yes,
do the show.
Very good. And we'll all be there with you, Salem, Virginia, on that Saturday.
Exactly.
Real quick side note on the comedy scene. Have you heard how Sinbad, I know Sinbad just played. I love Sinbad. He just played.
In Winston-Salem.
Oh, did he? Winston-Salem.
He's coming to Charlotte in the end of September.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
All his dates are available at CLTComedyZone.com, but I'm not his agent.
Oh,
I'm
no,
not
no,
his
no.
promotional agent.
Oh, yeah. I can't be talking about the opposition.
He's going to be doing just fine. And also, too, I'm wrestling for Big Time that weekend, so I don't want people to be pulled away.
Oh, yeah. I can't be Joe Pedicino plugging Georgia Championship Wrestling while I'm talking about what WWE's doing.
Yeah,
you can't be doing that. So, anyway, a lot of stuff going on, Bull. If you don't mind, Idiot of the Week, if you don't mind. Bullet.
What if I said no? I said yes, I do that, George.
That's okay. I take a drink of water, I'll come down. Okay? Bullet. But listen to me. I'm finding the market. You know, when I sold it, and folks, I don't want you to think I'm going through people's trash, because I'm not. But when someone drinks...
Allegedly.
Allegedly, at a show... Boy, seriously.
You only did that once. That's when your car got broken into. And you went through dumpsters
gosh.
all through the night.
Oh, Bullet, I did. All through the night. Oh, what a story that was, Bullet. Recruit.
What a story. What a sight it was when I was showed back up the next day, and you've been going through dumpsters all night long.
I remember that.
You look exactly like a guy who'd been going through dumpsters all night long. Like if I was to put a picture in the dictionary.
I got to laugh, Bullet, because that was. That reminds me very much of when me and Gary Roll was tagging. It's a true story. We wrestled Albany, Georgia one night. Had to drive all the way to Norfolk, Virginia, which was like 100,000 miles one way. And I remember the Four Horsemen was at both shows. The Four Horsemen actually left Albany, flew home, slept, brushed their hair, brushed their teeth, got a good bath, good rest, flew on to Norfolk. And when we come driving straight through, me and Gary Roll looked like some men, two guys that just went through a dumpster. So anyway, a lot of stuff going on, Bullet. Quick Idiot of the Week. Boy, I know a lot of times that I'm able to post stuff on Facebook, stuff like that, and people just can't believe that this stuff actually happens. And I asked them to do their research. Don't take this snake oil salesman from an old western that just rode into town with his flea-bitten dog by himself, just trying to sell this.
Yeah, and I know I look like a guy that would sell snake oil with this mustache, so I understand that. That's not helping the cause right now. So please move past all those preconceived notions.
Exactly. So, Bullet, real quick, and I've touched on this a little bit before, and people have thought it, but it's full-fledged idiot-ocracy. That's a new word, idiot-ocracy. I got that from the water. This week, Bullet, going into the mail, okay, listen to Bullet. I had an 8x10 sent to me which I love signing stuff, for the people, as long as they don't ask for a water bottle. But anyway, a fan sent me an 8x10, mailed it into the letter for me. It cost like $1.10, okay? I signed it, was going to send it right back, okay? So, I go into my post office, okay? Now, I did it kind of slightly. I haven't really thrown the whole postal system in here yet, but I will. I didn't know this. Maybe some of our postal fans that want to go postal on people can comment on this later on. But anyway, I go in. I'm mailing the exact same picture back that was $1.10. Okay, so I asked. Matter of fact, I took a Sharpie, which we've all done, just at the bottom. I just said, please do not bend. Okay, how hard can this be, Bullet? Okay. So anyway, I go in to sell it. The guy says, no, he rung it up. It was $3.45. The exact thing that I said, excuse me, I said, why is it high? He said, well, and he pointed to where I wrote, do not bend. I said, what do you mean? He said, that can't be on there. I said, well, I don't want it to get bent. I said, well, can you stamp it? He said, well, if I stamp it, it's still $3.45. Okay? So I said, but it was $1.10. And you know what that postman said to me in front of, I had an audience, boy. If I'd had the waters, I could have sold them.
Yeah, well, $1.10 to you, unbent.
Yeah, unbent.
And they're going to tell you to send it back. It's double
$3.45
to not bend it.
Yes. So I said, I'm not just going to leave. Normally, Bullet, this old flea-bitten dog just puts his tail.
We're going to take down the system.
Puts his tail. But yeah, all of a sudden,
the sleeping bog just sitting there to try to sell some water, head down.
Well, that's all
not today.
Not today. Okay?
Not today.
Not today. I said, we're going to get to the bottom of this. Okay? And I had a line of people that were just, they didn't want to look like they were eavesdropping, but they were like doing this. I mean, they were like this. I think I hurt my back. But they were doing this, boy, just to hear how this is going to come. I said, sir.
Well, they're trying to figure out, like, hey, is this the day where we start the class war?
Yeah.
Is this the day where the poor take over the rich?
Oh, Bullet, have they been, and I can hear the fans behind me saying, please, let's see the outcome of this, because has the post office been doing it? So I said, sir, I know we got a line here, and I'm being very respectful, but I want to know, please explain this to me. And he told me this. He said, well, if you mark through it, matter of fact, I will print off a white label and put over it, it'll be $1.10. I said, but I won't do not bend. He said, that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you write it on there only because of do not bend. You know what he told me? And this is what I said, but sir, it's going to the exact same.
It's going the same exact way.
It's going to the same place.
It's like, making the trip to Concord and only spending, $5 of gas, but then the return visit's $10.
Yes. And Bullet, I said, but the guy receiving it in your warehouse is receiving it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He said, well, I know that. So my head's spinning around. I said, well, let me ask you this. In front of everybody, in front of America behind me, I said, is it going to get bent? He said, probably so. I said, so you're telling me.
Even if you paid for.
They didn't want this story to get out.
I didn't want this story to get out.
Okay,
boy.
all right.
Yeah.
So,
okay, folks, we're back. Do they know? Do they know that we went dark?
Yeah, you would have saw it go black.
But I'm saying, when the people watch this, like in a couple days, will they get to see the? Will they get to see us going dark or no?
Yeah, it's just going to stop.
Oh, I love that.
I'll even put a couple frames where it goes black.
Oh, I love that.
Basically, what happened is this episode lasted longer than a fully charged battery.
Oh,
so,
I'm sorry. Well,
normally you run out of memory card first, but battery, I guess.
Bullet, I can see the people. Conspiracy theories are starting up. Bullet, you know what I'm saying?
I had 39 minutes on a battery. I thought we were good to go. It was a smaller battery, but for whatever reason. I didn't realize it could take this long.
But let's so real quick, folks.
What'd you do?
Do not change your channels. Do not
bend. Do not bend.
No, don't.
Do not bend.
Stay right there, because we're back. Anyway, real quick, Bullet. End result was, here's what I did: is I took a marker from the guy and I marked through do not bend. Okay?
Because even he said even if you paid the $3, it's still going to get bent.
He told me that from the post.
And I guarantee that at least he's being honest.
Yes.
Because even if you paid for it not to be bent, it would still get bent. Because it's not like, listen, I can't even see a postman like dressed in a full uniform.
That's exactly
right. Do you
right.
think he cares what people have paid for their?
But let me sum this up real quick as we get out of here. As I was leaving, this older gentleman, he just real easy grabbed me up on the elbow and he says, "You know why they do that, right?" And I'm thinking, "Oh, I've only got one." To join a conspiracy. He said, no. He said the postman, it makes sense. He said the postman don't want to get out of his truck, which makes so much sense. So if it's flat, he probably won't fit in your mailbox, so he actually has to get out of his truck and maybe come and put it in your door, okay? If it says do not bend, all right? So what? So now he'll probably just wad it up, which he was going to do anyway, and just cram it. But anyway, the whole postal service now, Bullet, you understand? It was $1.10. I received it in a good piece. Signed it, stamped it. I didn't try to cheat. I stamped, ready to go. Didn't try to reuse the stamp like I used to do back in the day, Bullet. But anyway, so it went up $3.45. Same exact thing. Please explain to me, Bullet, as I put them in here, the whole postal system. How many people?
So we are putting the whole postal system.
Oh, the whole postal system.
Okay.
There we'll go in there, Bullet. Listen.
I know you were discussing maybe.
Oh, well,
let's
how
go ahead and do that.
How many, like little ladies, how many just people that are in a hurry, maybe a lady's got 15 kids, they go in and they just pay what they tell us to, and you don't think about it. So, I'm telling you right now, if you ask them, now I know why they're so nice to stamp do not bend on there. Because it just doubled with those simple letters, which doesn't affect the outcome at all.
Yeah, which they're very honest, this doesn't make a difference.
No, exactly. Now, please explain that, Bullet. So, I don't even know what I'm going to run into when I start shipping these.
And we all wonder why a man who says he's going to get rid of regulation and all the BS, and we wonder why he won president.
Well, Bullet, listen to me. When the Postal Service, what was it, a few months ago, they said that they're going to raise the price of stamps again because they're like, they're losing $50 million a year or something in the Postal Service. They're losing it. And it's all screwed up, Bullet, but I don't understand it. What gets me is occasionally I've ordered magazines, stuff like that, from Mexico that has to travel the way that it has traveled to come right to my doorstep, and it is almost cheaper to have something sent that far, if that makes sense. It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, I didn't do it. I took a marker, so the fan that will be receiving this picture, don't pay no attention. Don't pay no attention to all the scribbles through it, okay? And we'll just see how this autograph picture looks when it gets there, because I'm sure. But that was my whole argument. Regardless, there's not two different offices. There's not two different warehouses. One not bend, one bend. You understand? It goes to the exact same person is holding it. And I guess he looks at the Michael Lee. He looks at the stamp and he says, $1. You see what I'm saying? He bends it, okay?
Yeah.
Just as a big work to get you to get, and he looks at, $3.15. Ooh.
But I'm just saying they don't have to do that. Even they don't pay attention to that. Like I said, our postman is wearing like a backwards Tampa Bay Buccaneers hat, and he just got like a postal shirt just thrown over a white beater with mesh shorts on. You think he's paying attention to whether or not you paid $3 or not?
Allegedly, he went. Oh yeah, he went into Goodwillish like a Clint Eastwood movie. They go in Goodwill and just find the suit of wherever place they're going to walk in and rob. Bullet. Yeah. I saw that. Very good. All right. Anyway, a lot of going on, Bullet. Good luck to you tonight. Comedy's on, folks. Listen to me again. After you watch this two-piece the lost tapes, maybe later on, the lost tapes of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle. You're probably very aggravated at me right now, and you're probably real thirsty. So if you are, we hope you get one of these. And
the second greatest book of all time that does not come in 2 parts. It just comes in one good part. The second greatest book of all time, which is available at highspots.com. If you want to know more about what I'm doing this weekend, especially since me and George are going to be together in Salem, Virginia this weekend, make sure you follow me on Twitter at ManScoutManning or on Instagram at ManScoutManning. This has been another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle.
Good. We may have to put a clock in here like in the ball games when we was in high school, counting it down so I'll know when to shut up.
We should have had more than enough. I firmly stand behind your idea that it was a conspiracy.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Postal don't want this to get out, Dark Journey. Hear me? Postal don't want me shutting them down.